Welcome back to Liquidity and Liquor. Today we're going to talk about how to reduce your customer acquisition cost or CAC. This is super important when you're building a business because if your CAC is too high and you're spending money on ads, or it doesn't matter what you're doing, if your customer acquisition cost is too high, you can't be profitable. So you got to find a way to bring it down. So what are the best strategies?
So, let's talk. I will give you a specific strategy, a tactic actually behind this, something that was used before the Facebook algorithm became very, very sophisticated, where you would say, okay, this is my product, this is the CAC I'm willing to pay, go find those people. And then the algorithm was so sophisticated, willable. But then after the iOS 14 change, they don't have those means anymore. So you have to go back into the drawing boards. And what did we used to do back then before the algo was better brain? So the basic one was, let's just say I want to go and sell makeup right now. And I'm looking for women from the age of, say, 25 to 55 to buy my makeup. And I'm going to try to bet on that. I would end up paying $4 a click. But if I say, you know what, general audience, give it to everybody, then the algorithm has to eventually figure out who's the woman that's into makeup. And then I pay like 7 cents a click, right? It's just different because it goes broad audience. So the way the strategy would work is actually more simple than you think. You just put a pink background. And a pink background would basically say, well, the people that would more likely click on a pink background that are women around that age that are into makeup. And now you just educated the algorithm a lot faster than what you had to done before. Now you can say, okay, I'll just go broad audience, but here's a pink background with an eyeshadow palette where I'm going to show. So instead of that, trying everybody under the sun, including you and me, that are not going to be the buyers and they're wasting clicks, it goes 95% to the right audience, amplifying it. The learning gets to move faster and everybody's happy. That's as simple as that.
So what is it? What do you think the reason is? Is because it's like pink background, obviously.
Because you're moving fast, right? You're scrolling fast.
So you have pattern interrupt.
Yeah, you need to go and say, okay, what's going to capture you? What's going to stop you? Oh, well, maybe if you're a woman, you're going to see something pink, you're going to stop for a second because it's not more pink, but pink might stop it, okay? If it's a guy that, if I'm trying to sell you some kind of hunting gear, well, perhaps a camouflage background might be a little bit
It triggers
more
something.
for
It
you.
triggers something.
It's just you're taking the entire real estate screen, okay? And you say, what would be, once you hover over, that might capture your attention more than something else. And that might be a video, but then you want the first 2-3 seconds to be pink, and that's what. So you go with something very obvious instead of a message or someone, like, be very, very mindful over colors.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually how that's how Billy McFarland advertised Fire Festival when he did the orange square on Instagram and he got all the influencers to
don't do all the other stuff he did.
Don't
do that part, but don't do all the other things he did. Yes.
All right. Okay, that's it for today. If you enjoyed, please subscribe on YouTube. If you enjoyed this podcast, you can download and listen to it wherever you get your podcasts or on liquidityandliquor.com.